Okay, guys, we are back at it with the top gainers for the last week. These stocks have exploded up thousands of percents. Not only have the stock market's been exploding, we have the crypto markets that have been exploding as well. And we are active in our stock and our crypto trades, not only through the stock weeks, but also on the weekends. You can join me and check out my cryptocurrency videos. Just made a few of those. We got into BTC lower than that 92,000, and everything that we are holding in is exploding. If you want to catch what I'm going for next, make sure that you were seeing the alerts in my section on time saying when to buy and saying when to sell these things, okay? And make sure that you do understand what you have going on. Have your stop losses set and check out the rest of the coaches in there as well. And join us in our main chat rooms where everybody doing a main chat type stuff all day, every single day. All right, let's get right into it though. We're on the top gainers for the last week. We got Nito. Nito. Yeah, okay, so Nito, hottest stock on the market right now, pushing up to the top of the most active list on NITO. And understand that the fear index is starting at the fear greed index is starting to push much more closer to the fear side right now. People getting ready to lock in gains, and they nervous about what's about to be going on later on within this year. But right now, in the last trading day, you got over 4,000 advancers and about 4,600 advancers and about 1,700 decliners. They've been buying everything up in the last trading, not only in the last trading day, but literally for the last whole week. Things been super bullish, man. So we're gonna be watching this bullishness closing out into this week, carrying on into the bullishness coming back into next week as they're looking at pushing the S&P 500s back over that $6,000 and setting that as the standard. And it's a decent room to grow to get back up there. So we're gonna be seeing some crazy calls coming into the market, man. Don't miss out on this. And let's get right into it with NITO being the top on our list with an average volume of 18 million, having a current volume of 358 million right now on NITO. Get this, they got a free float of 10 million down there. Not too hard to fill that float of 10 million on NITO. Too off incorporated. So this might not be what you think it is. On a briefing, they say that this is Save Foods. Many of you who remember Save Foods from back when NOTO, we'll check out the recent news. This is like a battery storage tech stock or something like that. In fact, that's exactly what they are. They just had news talking about how they saw its stock rocket higher on Friday after signing a binding letter of intent, a LOI, with Solterra subsidiary Solterra Brand Services Italy. The LOI has two companies agreeing to develop two battery storage systems in Sicily. Each of these provide 98 MWP/392 MWH of capacity. They need to go update they briefing down there on Nito. Update their briefing on Nito. But check this out though. So it come down to the short interest. They not big in short interest. It's not a big short squeeze potential target. Although they not a big short squeeze potential target, that still doesn't stop a stock from coming in for that rally, especially off of some good news and whatnot. If you can catch that in time. But no matter what, you want to make sure that you are really into the safe, easy, early seat where you can trade with no fear, no pressure, no anxiety. Nito, as well as every single stock as I'm showing you now, remember, does not start out at the top. You can see where the top was back on back when these stocks go down to their 52-week lows like Nito did, and then turns into the most active with 358 million in volume, and then becomes the top gainer for the last 5 days, even in a multi-day bull run. Nito, another easy bull run that we would catch along in the Banking with Billy Discord, with all of the easy alerts going out for the safe, easy alerts. Not only just from my section, that'll catch Nito for a hot move as well, but also from the early parabolic alerts as well. When this thing was under that $1, when this thing was about 30-40 cents down there, from that 30-40 cents down there in the very beginning, this will go all the way to the highs of 348, and that alert will come out in the morning time around 7:30 a.m. in the parabolic scan box section. From that, and not only just Nito, because the easy alerts were all even more in the past too, because the earlier runs in Nito. But from that Nito would explode up hundreds of percents, getting picked up by multiple coaches along in the Discord, even along in Coach Niche Discord just yesterday. So even if you're not seeing my early alerts for the early seat a few days ago, you can still get that next breakout for the next day. Just follow along with the coaches and what they have going on if you are newer to trading, and take your time, sit back, learn and study, and just sit back and watch me work. It'll all come along, you know what I mean? But right now we got this thing overbought right now. For those of you who are newer to trading, let me go ahead and clarify this for a second. If you already been seeing these videos for a long time and been trading with me for a long time, you already know how this go. I gotta tell them about the RSI and MACD. Apologies, but they just gotta know, okay? So you looking for your RSIs and MACDs to be in certain position, and you do not want to get in those stocks when those things are at their most overbought and dangerous ranges, and you do not want to get in there where the RSI while it's all looking all choppy and dangerous and whatnot. You really want to see that thing oversold and making bullish divergence again. If you can catch that news in time, but you can get it at its most 52-week low and oversold, and you'll be able to see if it's at that point because there's an actual 52-week low list. And then you get it when it's coming off that list. And then once it gets off, and then once it's not on that list no more, that means it's moving up until the most actives are becoming the top gainers. I don't say this stuff for nothing, man. This is how you move. This is how you trade. And you see NOTF from those bottoms down there in the early alerts in the Discord done went up over 1,000%. Next, you got INTZ. INTZ from 33 cents up to $7.34. INTZ might not be what you think. Intrusion is a cybersecurity company. This company offers a customers access to its threat intelligent database containing the historical data, known associations, and reputational behavior of over 8.5 billion internet protocol IP addresses. It develops and sells and supports products that protect any size company or government organization by fusing advanced threat intelligence with real-time mitigation to kill cyber attacks as they occur, including 0 days. It markets and distributes solutions through value-added resellers, managed service providers, and a direct sales force. I can open up their website here. You might not understand what they is, but just know this. You'll know this, that they got an average volume of 6.28 million. You can understand that they got a current free float of 7.96 million. If you don't understand that, and if you new here, if you already been trading with me, excuse me, I gotta let them know. Once again, point this out. You want to get wise at those lows and oversolds. Notice how your MACD was at the lows and oversolds. Your RSI was at the low and oversold position. Oversold is safe. And then you got your MACD coming in for the next round of bullish divergence. Well, back when your volume was lower than your average volume in INTZ as well, if I show you back on your overall weekly chart, was down towards its 52-week lows and oversold. Down at the bottom. They start down at the bottom, man. And then you're gonna watch that volume start picking up over the average volume, but you want to be in while that volume is still lower than the average volume. And then once it picks up, it meets up with that one. Once it gets to 1 million in volume, that's a trigger point. Once it meets up with that average volume, that's a trigger point. Once it fills up that free float, that free float, that's a trigger point. From there, you're gonna see that thing spike. Once that volume get over that 10 million, that's a trigger point. That's where people be having their radars and indicators and stuff like that set for things to hit those exact marks. Speaking of where you got things set, make sure that you got your 7 to 15% stop loss set so you can always lock in those gains. You say you up 35, you say you up 70%, you say you holding in IW and you up 50%. Make sure you got your 7 to 15% stop loss. That way, if your 70% done, pull it back about 15%, you were still able to lock in your 55% gain. And that way, if you find yourself up, oh, and even if you only up 35%, you find yourself up 35%, you don't know what's going to be happening next. It don't matter what happens next because you got your stop loss set. Well, you're gonna lock your gains off that pullback. Or that thing is gonna continue to it's just gonna continue to go up. And then once it does, you can still move your stop loss up if you want to, but either way, like at that point, you kinda good. You ain't got nothing else to worry about from there at all. You ain't gotta look back at the stock no more if you don't want to. Because it's just either gonna keep on going up or it's gonna hit your stop loss and then you're gonna lock your gains either way. Like it's easier if you're a swing trader too, because now now and then if you're a swing trader like us, and then you done got the early alerts for things going out. Like for example, when I'm putting those things back out around the 1st of January, talking about NITO, that I'm still holding the NITO at 9 a.m. around the 1st of January. You a swing trader, then you find yourself up 900% later on. If you're a swing trader, and you ain't got to worry about nothing because you get your stop loss set. It's just gonna keep on going up either way. And look, you got your stop loss set from like back there for INTZ for example. You got your stop loss set back down there around $1.90 because you done seen the early alerts along in the Bank of Wibbly Discord for INTZ. Ooh-wee, the INTZ coming out for the hot early alerts where everybody was already catching INTZ even before the first of before the first came in since they been putting it out. Coach Manson throwing this thing out. Like I said, you just see those things on time. And then from there, for the 1227 INTZ, boom, back on 1227, this thing was down towards about 30 cent down there. This thing done exploded from 35 cents up to $7.34 in a multi-day bull run. You got your stop loss set down around $1. I don't know, whatever it was. You got your stop loss set as soon as it got over 15%, whatever it is. But that thing done continued to climb for days. And then when it did sell off, it never went nowhere near your stop loss from there. Like literally. Talking about you in the safest position where you don't got to worry about what's going on with the stock, and you still you don't went over 1,000% on both of these stocks alone. In fact, I can show you exactly how much you would have been up in exactly both of those stocks. I can show you exactly how much from those early alerts where I was already able to show you exact dates on things like INT. Oh, look at that. It's going from how much is that? I gotta see. I gotta see. Yo, yeah, you can do this on Moomoo. You can like use your bars like I'm doing, and then you could press interval stats, and then it'll show you everything. And if you would have got that early alert, how we did in the Bank with Billy Discord, and I was just showing you exact dates from the 27th back there, you would have been up in the uptrend for 1,495.51% if you would have held into there. If you a swing trader, and your stop loss ain't never getting hit again. Unless you got FCUV. Wow, this one go from 22 cents up to $1. And I only say this is so crazy because you don't see this one do anything at all ever. You know, like look at this. This one don't ever do anything. You know, I'm scrolling back to 2021. This one is surprising to see FCUV actually finally make a move. They deserve it, I guess. Every stock in this day, ain't no wrong with. They go from 20 something cents up to $1. We'll go see the FCUV along in the Bank with Billy Discord. FCUV. Sensei Prem has been all on this. I want to see a little bit further. I've been making videos on this. Um, so I got three different YouTube channels. So you wonder like if you ever like feel like that you missing out on a video somewhere here or somewhere there. So I got a couple different YouTube channels, man. So you probably want to check out all of them to be most up to date with everything I got going on. But of course, from the early alerts, going out even yesterday for those about 40, 50 cents down there, you can see that FCUV all the way to the highs of $1. I didn't, I, not me, I didn't personally catch FCUV. This is a massive bull run that's coming into this. I don't even know what this stock is. This is Focus Universal as a provider of patented hardware and software design technologies for Internet of Things and fifth generation 5Gs. Very good on FGs. They're coming out in a parabolic scan bot. Like I say, parabolic scan bot come out early. You see those things in the early morning. When you see in the video updates, make sure that you are um, like I said, I got three different YouTube channels. So if you feel like, let me see, I got Bank with Billy, I got Bank with Billy breakouts, and I got Bank with Billy cryptocurrency. So you probably want to get subscribed to all of those, as well as about 4 or 5 other Bank with Billy YouTubers in here that make their own different YouTube videos for stocks and markets and they own updates and stuff like that. So teamwork make the dream work. All that stuff. And let me know if you need anything. I got y'all. You know how that goes. Let's continue on with Bdmd. Okay, Bard Medical. Go to your 4 hour chart. Here on Bard Medical, let's go from $1 up to $9.35. That is a huge bull run in BDMD. Uh, Over 400% gainers on these stocks. The early alerts, as you can see, going out back around the 31st last month before the year even started. Back on the 31st. See those things on time, and it's still holding up, which is actually impressive for BDMD. With BDMD, like that's a huge spike. Look at this; it don't never do stuff like this at all. So that's pretty decent. So hopefully they got some fundamentals coming in now on BDMD stock. They got an average volume of 1.63 million and a current volume of 3.96 million, a free float of 30.03 million on BDMD. Gonna be watching this thing build support for sure, for sure. Those people in there at the bottom, they don't want to let that go. And for those of you who don't know what this is, Bar Medical is a company mainly engaged in the microwave ablation medical device business. Very interesting, very interesting, very interesting. Make sure you check out their balance sheet on these stocks. You want to see if they got total assets outdoing total liabilities, of course. And you can go ahead and check out your short interest as well. If they got short interest, it'll be a higher short squeeze potential target. I like to remind you. Last on our list, okay, we got Hollow. Hollow. So Holla going from $1.26 all the way to the highs of $9.25 on HOLO, off of some very, very extremely good news coming out. Talking about how Hollow done made the quantum breakthrough and all that stuff like that. We have as well caught HOLO. And I was putting out the early alerts for HOLO back on back towards the end of last month or so, and even not only just that early seat that you could have seen, but also putting out the early alerts talking about buying in on hollow stock. Be in there, hollow $2 or lower. Don't miss out on this. Hollow stock will come in for a massive war run. Things put up hundreds of percents. You know, you locking gains anywhere across the board. We were locking gains for a quick round one off of HOLO, and then go right in for it immediately right in for another round two, literally. And you'll be able to see if I'm even putting out boldly round two. Make sure you're doing these and those and so on and so forth. And then those things they gonna explode and come in for another leg up. Hollow will go up for about another good 200-300%. And you know, you locking gains somewhere across the board. Do what you got to do and whatnot. And you're gonna see when I'm holding on my other stocks as well, and or other cryptos as well. And even though it's the weekend, it doesn't stop anything. We finna get ready to make our live crypto trades now. As I get done making these next few videos here, I got like 3 more to make, 4 more to make. But I'm Billy Banks. These were the top gainers for the last week. These things have exploded up, as you can see, over thousands of percents. Every single one of these getting alerted out in the Discord. It's easy. It's 1,000 times easier when you're actually in the Discord, seeing us tell you when to buy and when to sell on time. Not only in my 24/7 live trading classroom, but also along in the main chats where everybody is talking about those main chat things. And if you never know how to read or follow along with the rest of the people, or you can always just sit back and wait for me to tell you it's time to buy or time to sell that next thing. And for me, it's gonna be a swing trade, man. You know, as you can see, like just like every single one of these, just like every single one of these from the very beginning. You know, and then you could lock in gains anywhere between there. You feel comfortable once it has a 7 to 15% pullback. But I'm Billy Banks. Much more to talk about, so don't miss this. I'll see y'all in there, and happy trade.